Pour ne rien rater de nos programmes, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner à nos 2 chaînes YouTube, le Média TV et le Média 24/7, et d'activer la cloche.
Salut à tous, je suis Khadija Toufik, journaliste indépendante, reporter en Palestine et je me trouve actuellement à Massafariata avec André X et The Salouki. Donc tous les deux sont des juifs israéliens, ils sont activistes et journalistes et ils documentent ce qui se passe dans les territoires palestiniens. Nous sommes actuellement dans le village d'Oum el-Khair à Massafariata en zone C, donc une zone contrôlée par l'armée israélienne où il y a beaucoup de colons qui attaquent les Palestiniens et André X va nous montrer un petit peu ce qui se passe sur le terrain.
We're in the village of Khair in Massafariata, the south of the West Bank, and this area has been the target of settler harassment and attacks and attempts at land capture for a very, very long time. The road that we're standing on, it's cut through the village, but it is the road of the settlement.
Show the gate, please.
In 1980, half of the village of Khair was occupied by the army. They set up a military base, and this is a common occurrence where they say we need this for security purposes because that's how they were justifying the occupation at that moment. But in 2 years, they decided that they no longer need this land for security purposes, and they decided to give it to civilian settlers. So since then, there has been the settlement of Carmel. It's right there. The houses that you see there are of Carmel. The houses here are Palestinian. So the village is split in two, and obviously the settlers come here as they want, but the Palestinians of course cannot even approach the fence or they will be harassed by the military coordinators of the Carmel settlement. And of course it didn't end in 1980. Since then they've been slowly but surely advancing and taking more and more slowly but surely they've been advancing and taking more and more land, and this has accelerated in the past couple of years. There has been a murder here, an activist, the kind of head of the village was murdered a few years ago.
But let me guess, what did they do to the murderer? Nothing?
Yeah, no, nothing at all. They ruled it as accident, and
How was he murdered?
that's how it ended. He was like hit by a car intentionally during a confrontation here. This is a Palestinian Bedouin community. They have been here since long before the occupation, and they have land rights. They have papers proving that this is their land, but practically every house here has a demolition order by the occupation forces on it, and often they come and destroy like several houses at a time. The latest one was a few months ago, and a year ago they came and destroyed like a significant percentage of the village on the other side of the valley, which is also part of the Khair community. And in general, the settlers are kind of circling, trying to surround the village. So we have the settlement on that side,
Yes.
but on the other side here, this is also part of the settlement. This is a chicken pen that they set up on the other side of the village, and now they're circling it from that side as well, where they're like extending the fence in order to take more land. And recently, just 2 months ago, they like kind of completed the encirclement by setting up an outpost right there. And you can see the olives. This was set up by the settlers as this method of land capture. They fenced it out, and just 3 months ago we were all with the villagers like hanging out there, and it's part of the land of the village, and like you could raise sheep there and everything. But now it's fenced off, and
You're talking about these olive trees?
yes, I'm talking about these olive trees, and you can see the Israeli flag there, and again, like you can see the proximity. So the house right next to us is the Palestinian house, but that box a bit further, that's the settler outpost. And they don't need this land, like they don't live there, but they come there every once in a while in order to harass the villagers, to host loud parties, and essentially just show that this is their land and they control it.
What about over here, these hills? Can the Palestinians come here?
So yes, this is A bit further is the like another part of al-Khair, but they have a master plan to that land, which makes it more difficult legally for the settlers to do anything there. But like the settlers also attack places where where the Palestinians have master plans. It's just that they are focusing this community first, and then they will move on to other places. al-Khair is kind of the gate of Masafar because you see all those hills over there. There are more Bedouin communities that are kind of they're more safe because al-Khair is still standing. But if al-Khair falls, all of those communities will likely fall very quickly because it will be disconnected. The settlers will be able to just completely control this territory. And here you can see the pipes. This is where the Palestinians of al-Khair get their water. And settlers frequently come there to just open the pipe and waste the water in order to spend the money of the community. This is something that they used to do every day. Now they do it every once in a while. They like change focus all the time. The violence here is like it doesn't happen the way that like we imagine ethnic cleansing with like, oh, they come in and they murder everybody in the village. They don't generally do that. Because they know they have all the time in the world. So this is slow but methodical harassment. The worst thing that happened here probably was a year ago when Shimon, again, that person, invaded the village, started firing live ammunition at the Palestinians. Several people ended up in the hospital from that attack.
Wow.
And yeah, this is, sometimes they escalated to that level, but most of the time it's just low level but constant harassment.
And he's getting closer. Do you want a kiss?
Can you guys please get behind the property line, like Tariq has asked, please? I don't know. Can you please get back behind the property line like you've been asked?
Donc comme vous pouvez le voir ici, derrière moi, nous avons Shimon Atia, l'un des colons israéliens les plus connus de la région, puisqu'il vient nuit et jour harceler les Palestiniens de al-Khair. Donc à chaque fois, ça peut dégénérer. Comme vous pouvez le voir ici, il y a des activistes aussi israéliens, des activistes juifs israéliens qui sont venus pour assurer une présence protectrice.
אתה גם כמו שוטר, לא? אתה יכול להגיד לו להפסיק עד המשטרה תגיע, מותר לו לחתוך או לא? הוא שובר את הגדר, שובר את יש בו את סברות, יש שורתים כאן, הוא לא יכול לחתוך. אתם יכולים לבוא.
בשלב שבו הוא שובר רכוש פרטי, שחלק מזה זה מקום קבורה.
طارق خلص، طارق طارق لا تعدى حد، خليك على الحد. You see him, eat the trees. This is private land. Palestinian land. What you doing? That's the truth. Stop him. Stop him.
שמעתי אותך, תסתום כבר. אנחנו עושים מה
למה שומעון בו לאדמה פרטי? למה?
انت مساوي ما لا
تعال ما بندور على مشاكل شو بندور
انا بس الجيش אתה יודע שאני לא יכול לעצור אותו אל תצעק ואל תעשה בלגן לא אנחנו
If you take a look at the soldiers, you can see that they're covering their faces. Maybe that says something about the morality of what they're doing if they have to hide their faces, doesn't it?
البايك شيء لو بيدين علي ما حيمزح شو يتسي لا لو مضطر انه يقال ولو مضطر انه يقال ولو خيال لو
connais pour le film Harcèlent, justement, c'est la droite qui raconte la disparition des
So it's our first night over here in Riyata. As you can see, they came here, they just opened the 2 garages of their cars and they're blasting music and having a little party.
أنا أحمد الهذلين ساكن في خربة أم الخير. إحنا حاليا تقريبا الساعة 11 في الليل، السكان نايمين، الأطفال نايمين، السيدات نايمين. اتفاجأنا إنه هي المستوطنين أجوا يحاولوا يفوتوا على بيوت المواطنين. حاليا جايبين معهم سيارتين 2 وعاملين إزعاج كبير للسكان. كل الأولاد الصغار خايفين حاليا، هيهم جوا البيوت ميتين رعب، ميتين خوف. صحوا الناس النايمين. طبعا لهم تقريب 20 دقيقة تصنع الشرطة ولحتى الآن ما أجت. هذا الحدث يتكرر يوميا، كل يوم بيصير إشي زي هيك في أم الخير وأصعب من هيك. يعني قبل يومين كان المستوطن هان كسر كل إشي، هان الشجر كسروا، الستلايت تبع التلفزيون كسروا، دخل في حمام النساء دخل فيه. في عندنا هان مقبرة ميت أولاد صغار وحاطينهم فيها، بده يفوت على القبور من هان، بفوت على النسوان وعلى البيت من الشباك من هان، وبسب على السكان وعلى السيدات. هذه أعمال عدائية متطرفة، هذول المستوطنين متطرفين. إحنا نطالب إنه من الجميع التدخل ووقف هذه الأعمال العنف المتكررة شبه يومي على السكان في خربة أم الخير من قبل المتطرفين الصهاينة.
You put in here. Just here. Yeah, you click in here, it start.
Donc ils viennent de partir.
And you know the room?
Yeah. Donc on est à Massafaria, vous voyez, tout le monde tient un téléphone, une lampe de torche pour essayer de justement de dire on vous voit, on vous regarde. Et on n'est pas ok avec ça.